This comparison might seem easy, but let me tell you one thing. This is one of the most complicated, one of the most intricate comparison I'm going to do ever. I have never done a more in-depth, more intricate review comparison in my life. Yes, the S12 and S12 Pro were very similar, but here, when you look at the surface, these two IEMs are so much similar that on the first go, one can definitely feel that there is literally no difference. If you are not a critical listener, if you do not have the acquired ability to distinguish a few characteristics, you will come out and say, why should I pay $300 for the S15 and not pay $100 for the S08? Yes, the S08 is priced at $100. Yes, LetShuoer has us informed that they are not going to price the S08 more than 100, and $99 is a fantastic pricing for this fantastic IEM. We get 13 planar driver, 13 planar, and metal build quality. You guys can see the cable is not bad at all. We get a modular cable too, modular, different kind of modularity than the S15. You guys can see modular cable. Okay, S15 too has a bit more premium cable, a more premiumly built cable. Both are very good when it comes to the set of accessories too. You guys can see exactly same kind of boxes. The cable is slightly different. You guys can see that this one is a more premium cable, while this one is slightly less premium cable. I will not say this is a cheap cable or anything like that, because a modular cable is never cheap. The cheapest modular cable one can find is at least 30 to $40. So yeah, it is not a cheap cable. Modular cable, and the way it manages the sound quality of S08, I can never say that this is a cheap cable. Even though it might be cheaper, I will never say that it's a cheap cable. If we look at the build, somehow down the line I will prefer a metal build than a resin build. This is metal, as I have already mentioned. This is not metal, this is resin. S15 is resin and lightweight. Okay, so that is the advantage of the S15. S15 is lightweight. Which one is more comfortable? I'll say S15 is a bit more comfortable inside the ear because of the curvy design, and I like the fit of this one, a bit more rounded and less longer. If we look at the size, let's have a look at the size comparison. You guys can see definitely S08 is longer and kind of similarly wide. No issues with the fit with the S08, but this is a bit heavier, this is lighter, and this one is a bit more smaller in size and volume. So yeah, S08 is a bit more angled too. You guys, if you guys can see, S08 is a bit more angled, and I find it to be slightly more comfortable than, sorry, S15 is a bit more angled, and S08 is not. So this one is slightly more comfortable than the S08. Both are, as I have already mentioned, if you look into the sound quality, both are very similar. And I had to use two different sources for the assessment because I did not wanted to go wrong with the assessment. I used IFI HipDAC 2 and the Hades DH80S for a better assessment, a cleaner, more accurate assessment of sound quality of these two very similar sounding IEMs. What is you guys will definitely ask and will definitely want to know that what is similar. I will say the presentation is exactly similar. They have the exact same kind of signature and tuning principle. If you do not want the more intricate, more technical kind of aspect of the S15, you can go with the S08 and call it a day. You do not need anything. Both are very similar, very similar. But let's go into the depth of things. Okay, I will definitely try to keep this video under 10, 11, 12 minutes, but if I stretch it a bit, forgive me on that. In any case, what is different? I have already said that nearly everything is same signature, but if you look into the depth of things, nearly everything is different. It's kind of baffling. It definitely is baffling. But if you look into the depth, everything is different. S08 S08 has a more mid-bassy bass. The bass area of impact is bigger than the S15. S15, on the other hand, has deeper sub bass, slightly smaller area of impact, exactly same decay speed. Speed is very similar with these two IMs, but this one is deeper, has more sub bass, and more inline mid bass. Mid bass is not forward with the S15, while the S08 has a more forward mid bass. Okay, the mid bass is a bit more forward. Let me zoom in a bit. Okay, let's see. This one is not that great with the sub bass, but if there is a deeper, more rumblier mid bass, this one will feel fuller, meatier, punchier. But if there is a good sub bass rumble, then the S15 is the more complete IM. Okay, when it comes to bass, very good. Both are on the surface, they can feel exactly same, but if you go into the depth, this one is the more technical one with better sub bass rumble and better presence. If we move on to the mid range, things get very interesting. At times this one feels slightly less forward, at times this one feels more forward. But what's the difference in presentation is that this one is always precise. Okay, notes are controlled nicely with a more concentrated presentation. Okay, they are not vaguely presented, while the S08 has a bit more vaguely presentation. Okay, notes can be wider than they should be, hence lacking the extra bit of precision and accuracy. And the depth of notes are totally different. S15 has better depth, better imaging. Okay, why I'm bringing up imaging here? Because in the mid range, we see the difference in imaging. That difference in imaging of background presentation of instruments and foreground presentation of vocals is flatter with the S08. It lacks that contrast, that separation which the S15 has. S15 is a bit more precise, a bit more technically capable, has a bit more accuracy, and I in my S15 review told that it's a very accuracy and precision oriented IM with very good tonality and timbre. Where does the S08 stand? S08 is a bit more warmer, a bit more vague, slightly more textured, but The depth, that 3D effect is kind of missing with the S08. What's the scene with the triple? That is where the difference is wider. While the S15 has deeper, more even treble range with better energy at the upper treble region, better extension, as I've already mentioned, it is the more technically more transparent, more cleaner, more detailed, more clarity oriented IM. It has the layering and separation. The advantage of layering and separation with the S15 is much, much better than the S08. S08 is good up till the mid treble region, and then the nodes get a bit vague. Beyond 10 11K, I find the S08 to be less precise and kind of vaguish. Nodes get unnaturally elongated, and that decay is random. Okay, some you will feel, yeah, they are rapid, but some kind of get unnaturally elongated and it kind of sounds vague. Or else it is not a bad IM for $100. Exceptionally good IM for $100, but at $300 you are getting a bigger stage too. The Z axis of the S15, the width of the S15 is much, much better than the S08. The as I had already mentioned, imaging plays a huge part here. If you look at the S08 when compared to the S15, S08 is making a 2D kind of image. Okay, that imaging isn't as 3D or as wider, as resolving, as detailed, as accurate as the S15. S15 takes the crown for the imaging when it comes to planar based IMs. I had already mentioned I find this to be an upgrade to the MP145, and that stays true. No questions about that. This is a very, very capable IM. But for $100, the S08 delivers nearly 70% of what the S15 can deliver. So if you want to save some money, definitely go for the S08. This is the cheaper, more economical option, while the S15 is the more technically capable, more clarity, more transparency, and better technical, better accuracy and precision oriented eye. I will say pick according to your budget. If you have the budget and you want a very capable IM, going for the S15 is a very good thing. But if you do not have that extra bit of budget, nearly 300 times the budget, then you can definitely go for the S08 and call it a day. It's a very, very capable IM. Yes, it kind of slightly sounds vague. The accuracy in the background is not that great. Sub bass is slightly lacking. Upper treble is not the best. Yet, $400, this is a superb IM. So this is it. This is it. If you watched till the end, thank you for watching. It will be great if you guys can subscribe and like this video. I put in a lot of time for this review because it wasn't easy at all. Why? Because these two IMs are so similar yet so different, as I had mentioned earlier in this video. So thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Enjoy.